HMS Captain was an experimental British warship that combined heavy turret guns with a full sailing rig. This design made her dangerously unstable, with very little hull above the waterline. Naval architects warned about the risks, but the ship entered service anyway. In September 1870, she encountered a strong storm off the coast of Spain. As the wind increased, the ship heeled over and could not recover. She capsized within minutes, taking nearly 500 crew members with her. The loss led to major reforms in naval engineering and ship design oversight. USS Indianapolis completed a secret mission delivering atomic bomb components in July 1945. Days later, she was torpedoed by a Japanese submarine. The ship sank in just 12 minutes, leaving hundreds of sailors in the ocean. Due to communication failures, her loss went unnoticed for several days. Survivors endured dehydration, exposure, and shark attacks while awaiting rescue. Only 316 of nearly 1,200 crew members survived. The tragedy exposed serious gaps in naval communication and rescue coordination. HMS Victoria was the flagship of the Mediterranean Fleet. In 1893, during routine maneuvers, a turning order placed two lines of ships too close together. Despite concerns, the maneuver was executed. HMS Camperdown struck Victoria with her reinforced ram bow. The damage was severe, and the ship sank in just 13 minutes. More than 350 crew members were lost. The incident remains a classic example of the dangers of unquestioned command decisions. Sealand was a passenger ship operating on the Great Lakes. In July 1915, while docked in Chicago, the vessel became unstable with thousands aboard. Within minutes, she rolled onto her side. More than 800 people died, many trapped below deck. The ship had a known history of instability. Recent safety regulations had added lifeboats, increasing top weight. The disaster highlighted the importance of proper stability design in passenger vessels. USS Cyclops disappeared in March 1918 while transporting manganese ore across the Atlantic. With 309 people aboard, she never sent a distress signal. No wreckage was ever found. The ship was heavily loaded, and structural weaknesses have been suggested as a possible cause. Severe weather may also have played a role. Her disappearance remains the largest non-combat loss of life in U.S. Navy history. USS Thresher was conducting deep diving tests in 1963 when a critical failure occurred. Seawater entered the propulsion system due to a piping issue. The crew attempted to surface, but the submarine lost power. At extreme depth, pressure exceeded the hull's limits. The vessel imploded, killing all 129 aboard. The loss led to the SubSafe program, which significantly improved submarine safety standards. Morro Castle caught fire off the U.S. coast in 1934. The fire spread rapidly through passenger areas. Emergency response was disorganized, and many lifeboats were not deployed. The ship eventually ran aground while still burning. Over 130 people died. The disaster led to major improvements in maritime fire safety and emergency procedures. HMS Dasher was an escort aircraft carrier operating during World War II. In 1943, an internal explosion occurred while the ship was anchored. Fuel vapors are believed to have ignited in the hangar deck. The ship sank quickly, with heavy loss of life. The incident was kept largely confidential during the war. It highlighted the dangers of aviation fuel storage aboard early carriers. USS Arizona was anchored at Pearl Harbor during the attack on December 7, 1941. A bomb penetrated her forward ammunition magazines. The resulting explosion destroyed the ship instantly. Over 1,100 crew members were killed. The wreck remains at the harbor as a memorial. The loss became a defining moment in U.S. history and World War II. MV Wilhelm Gustloff was evacuating civilians and military personnel in 1945. The ship was severely overcrowded. It was torpedoed in the Baltic Sea by a Soviet submarine. The vessel sank rapidly in freezing conditions. An estimated 9,000 people died. It remains the deadliest maritime disaster in recorded history.